Today I'd like to talk to you about bracing up the body to make sure it doesn't flex as much. So just going to show you how to make a simple bracing tube. But before I do, for those of you out there who haven't got machining facilities or anything like that, I'd just like to show you a simpler way. And that's just to buy yourself a length 300mm plus of all thread M3. Don't order it from China because it'll come back with a bend in it like a boomerang. I've tried to straighten this out, but it's no good. But the principle is quite simple. Buy it from your local engineering supplier, industrial supplier, and you just feed it through the hole just in here. If you haven't got a hacksaw, you'll stick out a bit each end, but you get 4 nuts. Feed it through, put one nut in, feed it through, put another nut in. So then you've got the nuts on the inside. Then you just put a nut on the outside, another nut on the outside, and you tighten the nuts on the outside to put in tension across here. Not overly tight, you just start to nip them up and then they'll slide in and you just feel it coming. You can put a nylon washer if you don't want to scratch the perspex or anything like that. So you just nip that up, then you just nip up your nuts on the inside and you'll find it's a great improvement. It makes it that much more rigid, helps get rid of some of the vibration problems, errors, that sort of thing. And maybe $5, shop around. What I did was something a bit better. I used a tube. I've mentioned it before in the other videos about aluminium tube. It was a lot more expensive. So I bought a brass tube. And I also used the inserted nuts. And I've mentioned these plenty of times before. The brass ones, there's plenty of videos from 3Dprint4A, CNC4A that I show how to use them, that type of thing. And I bought mine 10mm and I just cut them in half. Because if you have a 5mm one and you want a 10mm one, you can't get it. You have a 10mm one, you can cut it in half. You got 2 5mm ones. So I just machined the outside diameter as these photos will show. So just slid in through the tube. It's 5mm, got about 1/2 mm wall thickness. There it is there. And you just make it just so as it just slides in there. So you may have to hacksaw it, tube cut it, and maybe file it to get it to that size because it was 300mm and I think it's about 292, 294. Is the inside dimension, and you can get a file and take off the knurling high spots so as the nut just slides in the tube like these photos show. You just solder the two in either end. Now I've been using the solder paste because I find that a lot easier. If you've got the long tube and you're heating it up with your soldering iron and you're trying to put solder in between and all that, it's a bit difficult. But all you do is get the solder paste, cut the outside of the nut, slide it in the tube. Should be just like a nice neat fit. Go over to your gas stove, turn it on and rotate. In about 10-15 seconds you'll see it change to the silver colour. It's done. Put it down, don't burn your hand. Do the other end and bang. So all I done there was one in this end, one in this end, and a little screw in there. The reason why I done that is that it's a lot more solid, but also I'm going to make my filament spool holder cantilever off here like that, so it rests on that bar and it rests on the front here and sits way up in this position, and that will be another video. So that's why I went to the tube. I'll end up painting it black because that's what we'll do with the Black Stallion theme of the whole thing. So it is a nice, easy, simple mod to do, cheap, strong and highly versatile. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, tell your friends, spread the word. If you haven't, tell me, and as always, thanks for watching.